Your mama had a gun. She pulled that trigger and shot that nigga in 1991. So did. And did. I just had to get that out. I just had to get that out. That's a sleeper.
That's a real song? Oh, nice.
Yo.
Who was born in 91? You? Oh, you're so young.
You and your But wait a minute. So you never in 1995, in 1994, your mama hit the floor. Hey guys, welcome to the open floor. It's your girl Nikki.
And it's your girl Yan.
Why are you trying to sound sexy?
I am.
And is.
So today we're talking about accountability.
The big A word.
Something that most women. Okay, I won't put it on y'all yet. I say y'all like I'm not one.
You're not though. Like
I won't put it on
wait
y'all
a minute. Wait
yet.
a minute. I had to force her to give me a hug, y'all. Go ahead. Put it out there. You're weird at affection.
I'm not weird at affection.
You're very masculine.
I don't know why I wasn't able to give you a
like
hug. I just thought it was so funny.
I needed a hug, bitch.
I know, but I don't know why it was so difficult to give you a hug. I'm not like that usually with my boots.
I needed a hug.
I'm sorry.
Y'all should have seen how she just gave me this Christian hug, and then she had the nerve to do the. I said, "Oh, this."
And then when I do that third time, I laid my head in your boobies.
You did, and then you chuckled. I just wanted silence, and you fucking chuckled. Like this bitch really need a hug.
Oh my goodness!
But I appreciate the hug. You don't know what that did to me.
Oh. It's okay. I take accountability for the fact that I need to work on my nurturing abilities. Okay, I got you. I'm
about to cry. Look at my eyes.
Oh fuck! Don't cry anymore.
Yeah, I'm so emotional. Oh, God, I'm not pregnant. No more kids.
Thank
so
God.
Don't ask.
All right, so we're talking about accountability today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like
really big? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. You have
I think cleavage today.
You gotta show it off, sis.
Today.
Yeah.
Period.
Never mind.
I ain't messing with my cleavage, okay? Period.
Who said Bay ain't got boobs? Bitch, your mammy. Okay, I'm
Would you say that you know how to hold yourself accountable?
It depends.
What? It's either you do or you don't. No. So you don't like to take accountability?
Yeah, majority of the time.
Why?
It just depends
on
the person who I'm admitting it to. You have to be worthy of me accepting the fact that all right, fuck it, I fucked up.
So you don't feel like accountability is more of a self thing versus?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I feel like people, mainly women, are afraid to hold themselves accountable because that would be like them admitting that they did some shit wrong and they can't manipulate nobody to believe that, they are imperfect.
So would you say that women are more narcissistic than men? Oh,
if I'm being honest,
I'm representing the bitches tonight. Fuck that.
If I'm being honest, women are really kooky.
Yeah,
they're crazy,
but men are too.
We're not speaking on them. They are, but women are worse. But people just try to always look to the men because they gotta blame somebody. It don't really be them all the time. It be the women. At least we started.
We are the ones that tap on your shoulder like, and then when the men blow up, it's like, you did it, bitch. No, but accountability is something that it really depends. Like, if I care about our relationship, like, and I don't want to lose you, or like, I really did something that was fucked up, and I have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's my mom, my friend, or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna take accountability. But if it's somebody I don't give a fuck about today or tomorrow, no.
So that's in a relationship. You're speaking of like family, romantic, but
children. I apologize to my children when I know I'm acting out because I'm having a bad day. That's accountability.
That's healthy.
I'm like, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that.
Okay, so
is that accountability?
Yeah.
In a sense. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm the big A.
Where do you think Where do you think it stems from?
Accountability.
Yeah. Like, okay, so where do you think it stems from for people, and why they can't hold themselves accountable, or why it's so difficult?
Accountability, I feel like first you need to be secure within yourself to know, like, okay, this is a growing lesson or whatever. And if you're secure in that relationship with that person, then I don't know where I'm going with this one. I'm trying to say it, I'm trying to fix the words, and it's not coming out.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
I'm still thinking about
personally
it in my head.
I personally feel like, especially for women, I'll say, because I told you I'm on attack mode for the women today. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but
It's everybody.
somebody got to do it, and y'all don't listen when the men say it. So y'all hopefully will listen when I say it. So I personally feel like the lack of accountability is taught to girls growing up as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And then women, they choose not to be accountable. Like, they'll know that some shit is at the hands of them,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want to take the blame for it, or they don't want to fix reality.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to little
make up
girls,
excuses.
yeah, like, okay, so what's a good example? So a good example of, that first sign of not holding a little girl accountable for her actions is how, especially in our community, when we tell, or people tell their kids, oh, girls can't hit boys. I mean, boys can't hit girls, but nobody ever says that girls can't hit boys. So I personally feel like that's one of the situations where it could be looked at as like, you're not letting that little girl be held accountable when she hits that boy, because y'all think it's safe because he's a boy and he can hit her back. But I just personally feel like, with me having sons, I don't promote violence. I don't tell them to go around hitting girls, and I know they don't walk around starting stuff. But at the end of the day, a human is a human, and physical force, your body is naturally going to respond to it. So you can't just on one hand tell a little boy, don't hit girls, but don't tell that little girl. And that's the same thing for women. Women walk around, and when we mad and in toxic situations and we're aggressive with our man, we smacking them around and hitting them with shit, and they constantly taking the fucking force from us. But when he turn around and smack the shit out of you, or he choke you up, now you want to call 911, but you didn't tell 911 that you beat the shit out of him before he smacked you.
But 911 is not gonna care.
But that's the thing. 911 really don't care until somebody's dead,
and
unfortunately. But that's beside the point. But I honestly think it starts back there, and I just feel like I wish people would tell their daughters early on, like, don't put your hands on nobody, okay? Because you put your hands on anybody, I don't give a fuck if it's a boy, a girl, you put your hand out and smack a dog, somebody is going to hit you back, and you're gonna have to deal with it. So that's with them. And then I think with, like, women, like I said, that I feel like it's just a choice. It's hard for a woman to accept taking blame in a decision that they made. And I've finally, at this big age, learned to be accountable for my actions. And I refer to myself as the accountability queen.
Look at you. Yeah. So back to the question that I got stuck on. Accountability comes with growth.
Okay.
I don't think it's something that you're born with, unless you're just like got a military mom or dad and they just, you know what I'm saying? Because even as a child, and my kids do it, who spilled the milk? He did it. No, she did it. No, he did it. No, like, nobody's gonna tell on themselves. So that's rule number one. And especially in our community, they tell them, don't snitch, don't tell, don't. So you basically telling them not to be honest. So if you don't start from the gate of being honest with stuff that you did,
right,
when you get older, you learning how to lie. You learning how to make yourself look better. You learning how to play the victim in a lot of stuff.
and that's
so now that jumps into relationships. When you have these relationships with people, because you know how to, you basically covering up all your flaws. it's very hard to accept your flaws.
Mhm.
And especially when people call you out on it. Come on, we arguing.
Yeah.
We are back in the day. Say something about me. You a liar. No, you're the one that's so and so. You're the one, like even with my sisters, they tear me a whole new one at least once a month. And I would have an attitude because I'm the baby sister. I might even cry. I might even whatever because I'm not trying to hear that shit. But once you sit down with you, yourself, and God and whatever in that different mental state and really sit back and look at what people outside is telling you, and especially if multiple people are telling you this, you got to look into yourself at some point in time.
Yeah.
And if it's a reoccurring thing with stuff that's happening that's bad, that's why in relationships, God is going to keep sending them same people to you until you take accountable for the flaws that you have or the things that you play a part in that's bad. So until you learn your lesson,
No, I get it.
that's what's going to happen.
And that's why I really wanted to center it around women holding themselves accountable, because I feel like we all know that some men can't hold themselves accountable for the decisions that they make. But a lot of the time it's forced on them to hold themselves accountable. I feel like women always get to, throw the rock and hide. Yeah. So you can't do that. And I feel like, so even from a kid with that one scenario, which is probably many, I feel like also friends are responsible for their other friends not holding themselves accountable for shit, because even though in some friendships we like ours, we can check each other, but we also push each other bullshit at the same time. So
I think we got better with that.
We're so much better.
Yeah,
we're so much better.
Bitch, I'm doing coke. You're fine. You wake back up. She's fine.
This girl is crazy.
Listen, I'm telling you.
But we can hold each other responsible for the shit that we do. But not a lot of friends can do that. Some people are really yes people.
You have to have those uncomfortable conversations. Like,
yeah. I think it's smart to sit with your friends and you tell her, like, girl, what's a good scenario that we sit there and we talk about?
You want to get personal with this?
No, not us. I'm just saying women in general.
Oh.
What's a good
one? I would say
like men cheating, right?
No, not even them cheating. I ain't telling on my bitch. Cause you don't know
telling.
what's going on. Oh, I was
You're
about
not
to say
snitching. I'm saying
to say, oh girl, you wrong for messing with that man. You need to go home to your husband. Like that.
Okay, so even still, so let's just say it's a girl. Let's say a girl dealing with a married man and she getting mad because that man is out with his wife or he's doing shit with his girlfriend.
That's a good one.
Instead of when she on the phone crying and mad, like, I hate him.
He said he was gonna leave her.
He promised that we were gonna be together.
Yeah, I saw the fucking papers.
And I don't understand why he don't want and don't let them get pregnant. Oh my God, he told me to get rid of it. Bitch, he got a family. He has a family.
But they're in love.
It doesn't. No, he's in love with you when he's inside of you. When he pulls it out, he remembers I'm married. What's that net go? That net go out. That's it.
Everything goes out.
It all goes away. I'll see you the next time I need another release. That's it.
We'll leave the money too.
They need to. Women in that position need to know their place, and I feel like it's their friend's responsibility to check because that's who you could be vulnerable and honest with. You sit there and you tell her, like, I understand how you feel, but you gotta know this is what you signed up for. He has somebody and you decided to put yourself in somebody else's situation, which is wrong. But you can't expect him to leave her. So,
and then the person, it also depends on the person receiving that. And it's, at the end of the day, it's constructive criticism, right? So you have to deal with a person who's willing to receive that information. Now, me and you, we would say how we feel about whatever, or if I'm like, babe, nah, like, there's times where I'm like, snap out of it, bitch, with certain situations, right? It's certain times with me, you be like, what? You know, it was a recent one that actually fucking happened, but I have to be willing to receive it, and you have to be willing to receive it. Because some people they still in that in denial phase, like bitch, he said he loved me, like you just hating because you ain't got a man. So some women will turn it into that instead of taking it as no, I love you, I don't want to see you hurt, and you need to fucking walk away.
Right.
They don't take it like that. They take it like, oh, you just bitter, you just mad, you just hating because you know what I'm saying? Because he give me money and you ain't got no nigga that's giving you money. Like some women think like that.
Right.
So you can't do that with everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I know of a friendship where there was one of the friends was constantly calling and complaining about, a relationship with someone. And
does that irritate you?
So at the point I'm at now, where, like I said, I'm all for taking accountability for certain situations, and I'm able to handle tough conversations. I feel like at this point there isn't a person that could sit on the phone with me and we keep having the same conversation about the same ain't shit ass nigga and not fix the problem, because at this point you're just as bad as him. Like you said the same shit 2 days ago. You thought he changed yesterday, and now today we having the same conversation. It's like, okay, so you must like it because you're continuing to deal with it. But in that situation, it was draining the other friend because she was doing what I said, and letting her know, like, you have to fix this. You have to do something about it. You can't keep on sitting here going through the same thing and expecting different results. This person is going to be who they are. At this point now, it's like, who are you and what are you going to do about this? Because that person ain't changing for you. But are you going to change for you? So it can be like trying to hold your friend accountable for things can put you in a tough position.
If that's your real friend, though.
Exactly.
That's the
But
word.
there's so many friendships out there where they don't get the chance to really test how strong their friendships are because they don't have those conversations, and they literally sit there and enable behavior that they know is wrong just because it's not them. Like, there's no way you're going to sit there and be positive and making all the smart decisions and watch me ruin my fucking life. That's not a good friend. Now, if I don't listen, you have that opportunity to be like, listen, I can't sit here and watch you keep fucking your life up. I'm going to have to remove myself. That's not saying y'all don't have to be friends, but it's like, I can't watch you do this if I want to see better for you. So, but that again, that's just all about the type of friendships that people have.
So as you talk about that, you know what song came to my head?
What?
Love is blind. How could you let that? Like what? He fucking killed her and she shot her.
That's a good example, though.
That is, but as then love, your heart get in the way, right? Because I will sit here with any of my friends and be like, I'm gonna say it once. That's it. But you call me, same shit over and over and over and over. I'm gonna just listen at this point because I already done said what I said. But that don't take away from the fact that you still my bitch. Like, and I fuck with you, and I grew up with you, and like, especially my childhood friends. Like, that's hard to walk away from, but it's also hard to watch. So sometimes it puts you in a well, you're forced to just fall back and be like,
yeah, but I can't do that. It's so bad. Like, I know for sure you can't call me and complain about an ancient ass nigga. Outside of the fact that I'm gonna want to jump into your skin and fucking
you do that a lot. If you could just take my whole
and take your whole
rip my soul out and then put yours in,
yeah,
and
like
then
I'll be ready to take over.
Yes.
So outside of that, it's like, no,
you being protected.
Fuck him. You need to blah blah blah. Yeah. I just feel like I can't sit back and watch that. And I started to notice that about myself because prior in my old relationships, I used to call my friends and I would be that person sitting on the phone crying, oh my God, I caught him cheating, he was doing this and blah blah blah, and it was going on and on and on and on, and I realized how much it was damaging my friend that I'm like, you know what? Now when shit go on, I already know I ain't leaving, so I'm gonna just shut up. Yeah. So it's a lot. So then I'll let shit just build up, and if it comes up, then we'll talk about it. But I'm not going. I stopped calling about every little thing that happens. I found a text message or a girl called my phone. Like I'm gonna just shut up.
Because you know you're not leaving.
Right.
That's a
So
fair
yeah.
statement.
Um but let's see, what else do women have a hard time holding themselves accountable
Fuck
with?
that. Men. Let me tell y'all what y'all have a hard time holding accountable, okay? Y'all have a hard time being accountable for being ain't shit when y'all fucking feel like it, okay? Not
Give me
be
some more. What you mean? Ain't
not
shit.
just knowing that you not like y'all just blow smoke up people's ass. But I feel like when a woman retaliates, that's when they want to play victim. Men play victim when they fucking ready to,
Yeah.
right? Because statistics, do you think women cheat more than men? Or men cheat more than
I
women?
think that men cheat way more than women.
Mm-hmm.
Women just are much better at it.
Right. So you can't say when they snap out it was for a reason. They're not just going to snap out just for GP. Like he did something, and that's just their way of expressing it. Now, do you should you hit a man? No, no, I don't agree with that
Mm-hmm.
because again, you can't react to that. But men like to play the victim a lot,
I think that
a whole lot, every day.
men lack accountability when it comes to the women they choose to have kids with. And I don't even want to say they choose to, the
Mm-hmm.
women they end up having kids with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they will be in that moment of having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's unprotected sex, and for whatever reason, these grown adults that's having unprotected sex is not remembering that regardless
Mm-hmm.
if you put the condom on or you leave the condom off,
Mm-hmm.
a baby can be made. And I just feel like you shouldn't be having sex with somebody that you don't feel like, if for any reason they get pregnant,
There's a chance, yeah.
you know you don't want to have a kid with them.
Yeah, that's 50. That's on both ends, though.
No, definitely on both
Yeah,
ends. But
that's
since
on
you want
both
to
ends.
bring those fellas into
Yeah,
it,
they.
that's one of the good. That's one of the
Listen,
ways.
even when they cheat, you could sit there and say, "Listen, just tell me what's up." And I've been in that situation. All right, you got caught cheating. Obviously, you're cheating, right? All right, so let's sit down and talk about what's up. Do you have a problem with cheating? Because that's really a thing I believe in. Some men just really can't help themselves. How do we solve this situation? How do we do this? Then that's when they'll flip into, nah, because you don't cook no more, because you don't do this no more, you don't do that no more. But in reality, you think you're doing the best that you can. You get what I'm saying? And then now they bringing all this stuff up because what? They're making up excuses. What do you hate? A man with full of what?
Excuses.
How do you raise your sons to be a man without?
Excuses.
Because you dealing with men with? Come on now. That's why you single now.
No, I really do. I can't stand
Though
a
that is it. A
male
male
that
with
is full of excuses. That shit
and
burns
that's is a
me.
lot of
I
them
hate
out
it.
here. Is a lot. So that's what I mean with
See,
male with accountability. Male with full of excuses and opinions.
see, I don't think that I wouldn't consider that as a man not holding himself accountable. I would feel I feel like when men deny cheating,
Mm-hmm.
for one, they scared to lose, lose their partner.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that's just what it is. They fucking scared. And that's like
Yeah,
until you got some concrete
but
evidence.
anything in accountability, you're gonna be scared because for one, you facing the truth. For two, you got to tell this person that you know you fucked up. That's fair, whether it's in a relationship, the mother, dad, anybody.
But so I guess I look at it more so like him scared to face the consequences of his actions
Mm-hmm.
versus, when I say women don't like to take accountability because they don't want to take part in that blame.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of like different. Wouldn't it be different?
Yeah.
It sounds the same.
Yeah.
But it really is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's why I said accountability is more of a self thing.
Mm-hmm.
Them, you doing the wrong act. That's like you going to the judge. Like, a real criminal not going to admit that they did some fucking crime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at that point, that's just a flat out lie that you don't want to deal with the consequences of. And your job is to prove that I fucking did it. It's not my job to come here and tell you I did it. If that's the case, I would have just fucking in plain sight did it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
Chitty chitty
different.
bang bang. I did it. Lock me up. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you're holding yourself accountable for what you messed up on.
Definitely,
You're holding
you gotta
yourself accountable You're admitting.
So, okay, let me flip it for you.
Flip it.
So, I will bring accountability as a factor once, you know, the proof is there that he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
He can't deny it anymore.
He's still going to
She
deny it.
decides to leave and she moves on with someone else, and he's constantly saying, "What you left me for nothing. You broke our family up for nothing." That's not him taking responsibility for the fact that you played a role in the fact that she left. Mm-hmm. She didn't just wake up and say, "I'm done with your ass."
That's another level of accountability.
You cheated, mm-hmm. and this is what happens after the consequences. Mm-hmm. You got to deal with it. Accepting it, yes.
Yeah, that's another level.
So that's
a hierarchy. Listen, and a lot of men won't, because you think about it, they ego in the way, they pride in the way. Especially, all right, you chilling with somebody. Dang, look at your ex girl. I seen her on the gram with her new man. Man, fuck that nigga. He can't do nothing like me. Like that is not accountability, because you know you lost one, and you're not going to accept it, or you're not going to admit to it to none of your friends. Because you're gonna make it seem like you was the breadwinner, you was laying it down, you was holding the house down, you was doing this. So when men are more what's the word?
Egotistical?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's harder to me. I feel like it's harder for them to accept accountability, because their ego and their pride get in the way a lot.
Yeah.
So leave my bitches alone, please. Even this one. Accountability is not with Kobe.
Leave Kobe alone, okay? But I feel like even with when we're dealing with
yo, you got PTSD.
You're really on edge,
His past life, he was a veteran.
I feel like so when we're dealing with these men, mm-hmm. and we feel like women a lot of times feel like they got played in the situation, and I feel like we don't get played. I feel like we play ourselves, because most of the time men set the tone for the relationship. Mm-hmm. So they will let you know, I'm not really ready to be in a relationship. I'm just, having fun, or I'm just going with the flow. And most women, they know they don't want to just fucking flow. Mm-hmm.
They want to
But because they think they can change that man's mind in mm-hmm. whatever way, they decide to, I feel the same way. I want to go with the flow too. And next thing you know, you flowing, and now you 2-3 fucking flown years away.
Yeah.
Nowadays. And you ain't getting no commitment. And I feel like by that point, there's not going to be any commitment. He mm-hmm. done got everything out of you mm-hmm. leading up to this point. So what else is there? Mm-hmm. There's nothing else to look forward to. And in his eyes.
I know a lot of people that's like married and been with, their person for a very, very long time. And nowadays, I'm finding men being more honest of mm-hmm. what they want from the gate.
Yeah.
Or what they want out of a relationship, even if they want a relationship. And social media, I feel like, played a big part in that, with these inspirational talks and these, like, it's helping men be more honest. I'm going to honestly say that from the gate. Back in the day, it was a lot of con artists. They took you out your drawers. It was because it was more hidden. You could have two families and just nobody will know. But back in the day, to me, it was more of men they was blowing smoke up their ass, promising them stuff, securing the bag, securing all this other stuff for them, and then they leave you. So now that comes with an angry woman. So they use women for what they have. Because they know she's a good woman. They know she cook and clean. They know she got good. Like, she has the package, but he's just not ready, and he knows that. But he's so selfish and egocentric, he don't want nobody else to have it. He's going to hold on to her, play with her until he's ready years down the line. So what about those men? They still exist.
Absolutely. They're the men that's in those situationships that I just was talking about. Those are those men that's never.
They have the wife at home.
More than likely, they not the married ones. I'm saying the ones,
or girlfriend at home. They're in a relationship, but they still go out and play.
Would you say that you believe that right person, wrong time?
Mm-hmm.
I believe in it too.
I do. Very strong-hearted. I know a
Uh-uh.
person right now. If I wouldn't have met way back then and now, it would have worked out. But back then, it was too young.
Yeah, I definitely believe in it too. I
Yeah.
think that women do hold on to the thought of what they could be with a guy who says he wants to go with the flow. Like
Mhm.
we look so much into the potential
Mhm.
that we ignore what they're actually saying,
Mhm.
and I believe that what they say is what it really is,
Mhm.
even if they do show you some other shit. Like,
So what if a man comes to you and say, I'm trying to think of an example. What if a man comes to you and say, all right, yeah, you have, you're a business person, right?
mhm.
Jan, I'm trying to do. I need you to help me with my business. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's get it. So he's all talk with it, but in reality, he's not backing up what he say.
So saying like he wants. So am I helping him with his business
Yeah,
or
but he's
his?
not. He's making it hard for you. You all right? Go to the bank, open an account. Number one, go get an EIN number. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. 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 I'm
So
gonna do
him
it.
procrastinating.
He's a very big,
What's the
and just
question
wind up
though?
not even doing it. You say that. Wait, what was it? I'm trying to go back to what you said. You said that
That we hold on to
we hold on to
potential.
potential, but
We don't listen to their words.
what about the men who are gaslighters? Basically,
Okay.
do you fault women for trying to push them because they asking for it, but they not putting no action behind it?
I feel like if I'm hearing you right, I feel like no. I mean, naturally when we are into someone,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to try to help them.
Mm-hmm. And lift them.
Um, but when we start getting in our feelings behind the fact that they're not moving on the things that we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
it's like okay. I mean, it's nothing that we had to take responsibility for. I feel like we did our part.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to help. If that's not something he was ready to do,
Mm-hmm.
then it is what it is. That's his loss. You
Mm-hmm.
did your part.
Right. And then what if he go to the next girl and then actually do it?
If he goes to the next
And then
girl,
actually fall through with it.
a lot of times that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells me that we were not for
It's
each
not for
other.
each other and
I'm
walk
not
away.
about to be sitting around like, oh my God, I try
That
to
was
do all of
my
this
business.
and
I give you that EIN
yeah,
number.
no, fuck that. Go ahead.
Good for you,
I hope
boo.
she knows all the information and has all the
And he took all
resources
your
that
info and
you
ran to
need.
her.
Listen, you can never take all of my info. I don't give everything.
Really?
And
To your
what?
significant other?
I give just enough. It's not something that's written out that I could just hand over like,
Mm-hmm.
hun, and you just know everything to
It's
do.
step by step.
Step by step.
Mm-hmm. All right, we
So,
did this, so do that. Okay.
right. So that I don't worry about this shit no more. I got a lot of
Child, I got
things,
a lot of.
a lot of shit to worry about. I am not worried about a man choosing to be with another woman. Is it hurtful? I would be
Oh,
lying if I say it's
I'm
not.
thinking in my head.
What?
This is a question you're gonna laugh.
I don't like when you get like this. What the fuck you about to ask me?
So, what about the men? Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna look at me weird, y'all. Hold on. So, what about the men who y'all was fucking with each other? He played, he played, he played, he played. He chose another woman. That woman wasn't what he thought it was. And then he came back to
Trying to
you,
spin the block.
trying to spin the block. And he comes to you with all this. He's being accountable that he fucked up. How you feel about those? Do you feel like he's being a man like of accountability? Like he's admitting like, damn, I was wrong or whatever. Would that fix the situation? Would you think about going back?
I would never consider going back to a past person.
Or if somebody who chose somebody else over you?
So it's one thing for us to end on whatever terms we ended on,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you choose somebody over me, and I know about it because a lot of times they choose somebody else, which is all a part of dating, like is having options that work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not about to sit here and act like when I'm dealing with people, I'm the only person that's in a lead or in a running for a position. But when I know that you chose somebody else, you have no chance with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're so much more at a disadvantage than anyone. Okay? Because I feel like that's just something you have to sit with for the rest of your life. You can't.
You lost one.
It would never leave my mind that that's what you did.
If you were to go back.
Yeah. I can't do that.
That's a true statement.
Mm-mm.
You straight?
You be tripping.
Okay, so I want to do Q&A. You ready for Q&A, or you got some more accountability stuff?
What I will say is, when it comes to relationships on women's, and I would say both ends, but because women are more emotional, I guess I'm holding y'all accountable right now. Don't count on a man to do this, but I just feel like we have to get more comfortable with having a hard conversations in the beginning. I feel like everybody shy away from having those talks and asking certain questions on that first date, on that second date, when we're talking on the phone. Like, everybody,
I did that the other day, remember?
Yes. Everybody is, but you didn't like the person anyway, so it don't even really matter.
It's hard for me to like people.
But it's like, you just have to ask the right questions. That'll keep you from wasting time. That'll keep you from getting your heart broken. That'll keep you from ending up in a situationship that's never going to turn into a marriage. I don't think, it's probably rare that a couple in a situationship, that's not even a real thing, but it is a thing, whatever, is less likely to become a commitment, because I feel like the men feel like by the time a woman will want for a commitment to happen, I feel like the men they'll be ready to be on to the next one.
And when you knew you wanted that the whole time.
Exactly. And women wait around thinking that at some point today is going to be the day that he decide, you know what, let me take her serious, and it doesn't happen. So I just feel like, again, women need to have those conversations in the beginning, ask all those questions, see if you and that person can even be anything serious, and make a decision early on. Stop thinking that you could change a man who sat there and told you he don't want to be in a relationship. If he said it, he meant that shit. If he said he don't see himself getting married, he meant that shit. If he said he done having kids, he meant that shit. But guess what?
I meant that too.
Even if he decide he want to have kids and get married, it might be because he came across that next woman that he sees that with. But if he's telling you that means you're not the person for that position. Walk away. It will save you so much heartbreak.
Heartbreak 101. So I think that part, like setting the tone in the beginning, comes with self-confidence and knowing what you settling for, what you stand for, what you want, and what you need out of a person or a man or a woman, whatever the case may be. Now, accountability rolls into the part towards the end when it all ends bad.
Right.
Because you should have set the tone. So you can't blame this man. Some people, they don't just come out and say, oh, whatever, I'm fucking with a lot of, like, these are questions you need to ask to see where his head is at, what he doing, what's his intentions, all this other stuff, because they not just gonna come out and say it. A lot of men won't.
The thing is, and this is why women should, instead of being afraid to lose
and
a
we're
person,
naturally interrogators.
But no, only when it's some toxic shit is when everybody got 21 questions. Have 21 questions when you sit down at that table and you trying to get to know that man. Because one thing for sure, if no point in a relationship or a situation will a man tell the truth, the window of opportunity is that first date and maybe that third date. After that, you might not get the truth, depending on who you're talking to. But if you sit down on that first date, because that man don't know you, so if you ask him on the first date, are you dating other people, blah blah blah, he's going to tell you, yeah.
They might lie though.
No, I have yet. Listen, men lie. I've dealt with liars, and I can think of all the situations. One thing, they always let it be known
in the beginning,
and that first time, I deal with a few people, blah blah blah, because it's like, you can't be mad at me. I just met you technically, so I don't gotta lie to you.
Yeah, like,
but after we start liking each other, now I don't want to lose you, and like, fuck you yet, so I'm gonna lie. You better get the information while you can, and that's day 1 to date 3. After that, it's a game. Like, now you just gotta figure out when that
So
shit gonna
when
come
you go
out.
on your first date, don't even order a meal. Just get a glass of wine and an
I
appetizer.
don't even recommend the liquor. I told you that before.
Anyways, get a glass of wine and an appetizer.
I feel like a man's intentions change when he see you drinking, depending on the man. If it's a more of a man, like a grown ass man who know what he want, he probably will be more responsible with that. But you got that's assuming you know the kind of man you sitting with. If you dealing with a regular hood ass nigga that's lying, trying to pretend he's Mr. Goody Two Shoes,
Mm-hmm.
he see you drinking some tequila or some wine, and
It's just wine.
women talk too much
10%
too.
alcohol.
Women talk too much. So I'll use myself for example.
Are you mad at your mother? Like, what is up with you and
Women
attacking women?
women talk too much, and I'm using myself as an example.
And niggas do too. Especially when y'all ready to
Women
grab y'all balls and gloat about
women
stuff
don't
that y'all
know
have and y'all
when
don't
to
have
shut
it.
the fuck up. We always set ourselves up for failure, even as far as talking all that independent shit early on.
Mm-hmm.
Men don't want to hear that shit. That only turn on the nigga that don't want to do shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if a man that don't want to do shit for you hears that you so independent and you got all this money and you set and you don't need a man, and that's exactly the role he gonna play. He ain't gonna do shit for you. Take responsibility for the fact that you ran your fucking mouth too much.
So niggas do it too. Okay? Especially if you feel intimidated by this woman just from her aura, her walking in, and she look like she got, even you could judge her by her car that she pulling up in, because I'm not getting in your car on the first date. I don't know you. So they observe all of these things. Yeah, I got a business here. Bull. I give my daughter $1,000 a week and da 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 da. Now, when they got their hand out or they expect something nice because you say you have all these things, when in reality you just live in the projects and you got a Porsche. So
Not a
you say
project and a
these things. I'm
Porsche.
telling you, that's another topic. But men, they grab again. It's their ego. So I would say that's 50-50. Women do it when they have a lot, and some women
Wait,
do
do
it.
what though?
They talk too much. Men talk to and men, especially. Oh God, I know y'all gonna hate when I say this, but
Here's
especially,
the thing.
especially these Philly niggas. Y'all love to brag about bands and the rollies and the this and the that, and in reality, y'all ain't hitting on shit. Now, and I said it. Okay, I want the humble, quiet one with the flip flops and the fucking hoodie on with the shorts, with the khaki shorts. He got the most bread and he ain't saying nothing. He just gonna pull up. I don't want nobody that's loud. I'm just putting that part out there. Too loud. What y'all call it, babe? Joe.
Joe.
Yes. 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 Come on now.
I wonder if they still say that.
Joe, too loud. And y'all really don't have nothing to offer. I'm not talking about just Philly, but a lot of men, they don't have nothing to offer. They don't. And women, some women say that. Now, do they take it too far sometimes? Yeah. But to say the basics, they should. Because I'm saying it to see what do you
What's
have.
the basics though? Like, give me a ballpark of what you would say was the basics.
So if they ask you what do you do, you're not gonna say what you do.
Okay.
Off of that
What
alone,
else?
they can calculate.
What else?
I'm a producer. Of course, they gonna know that you make a lot of fucking
That's
money.
not true. I know producers that don't make a fucking dollar.
Well, they not a
They
producer.
just do it because they have a
They're
talent.
not a producer. I'm talking about a producer.
What else?
Okay. Women research these men, and men, y'all be what? Stalking the shit out of a woman before. So half of the stuff y'all already know because it's on social media. They already know. The car she pull up in. Some things, when you have a lot, you don't have to say anything. The way you carry yourself, the way you sit, the shit that you drive, like your purse. Sometimes though, because they will put that on, whatever. But you would know. You would know if a person is wealthy, they straight, they all right, they take care of themselves, and versus a bum ass bitch. You ain't gotta say nothing. And that's when I feel like the men, they feel like they have to talk and say a lot and say they have a lot because of her perception.
So you're saying, I want you just I want to make sure I heard you right before I respond. You said that you can look at them
You can tell.
and tell that they have money, basically,
This is,
or that
but this is their
success.
perception. Not saying
Who,
they really,
men?
really have it. Yeah, men. They analyze everything. Your nail in the blink of an eye. Your nails,
So
your
would you say that
lashes,
they're
whether you got
always
them from the
right?
dollar store. No, not that they're always right.
Oh, okay. That's what
Not
I
that
was
they're
missing.
always right.
Okay.
But some things you don't have to say.
Because again, if I'm hearing you right, there's women who
They like to brag.
they have no, they could be bum ass bitches
Mm-hmm.
and just have a few pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're basically their
They know how to put
uniform
that
when they
shit
go on a
together.
date.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this uniform on to look like they got it
Mm-hmm.
when really they don't have shit. So that would be a man fault if
And
he
men do
sit
that
there.
too.
Oh, absolutely, men do. Probably men do it more. It matters more.
Finally,
Men do it more.
and they better at it.
Women, they are no. Women are better at it. Women are better at it, and it's overlooked with women because at the end of the day, a real man don't give a fuck about what you got anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, when you get more serious with that dude,
Mm-hmm.
and then you run out of outfits and you run out of
You
them
fuck.
pieces, it's like, what do you do?
Can you give me
That's why
$50?
you gotta just be true to yourself. But what I was saying,
But if he's asking you questions, what do you say? Do you hold back?
so here's the thing. I'm going into that. When I say women talk too much, this is my own personal thing, and I recommend most women doing it too. So on the first date, yes, you're getting to know a person and you asking a bunch of questions.
Mm-hmm.
The one question I hate and I will not answer in a way that a person will want me to answer is, what are you looking for in a man?
No,
I'm
that's a
not
dead
going to
giveaway.
list everything for you, what I want in a man, because if I list it all, you're going to perform.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be this man for a little while, and at some point, the real you is going to come out. You're not going to be able to fake it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that happens a lot of times with women because I feel
So you
like,
say, will he lack accountability because of it? Because he's being
no, I'm
somebody
saying no.
else.
That's the woman. That's the woman.
No, I'm saying now he's putting on this facade because he knows you like flowers on weekends. He knows
No, he
you
just
like.
cheating. That's the you got the cheat
It's a
code,
cheat
so you
code.
playing a role right now.
Yeah, until he's done with you.
It's not even that he done. He's going to do everything you said to get him in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Once he do wow you with all the things you done told him you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd rather say, I just want a man that's gonna, come to me and be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself. Or say some shit. Say some shit
A
like,
general statement.
yes, I like a man who know how to have great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I like a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna list, yes, you gotta be honest. I want him to work a 9 to 5. I want him to get up every Saturday and run with me.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to take his kids to the park every Thursday and Monday. Guess what? He's going to do all those things literally the way I said.
Mm-hmm.
And then
some men will walk away and be like, yeah, no, she hot. She wants
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so. No.
What?
No. That's the easiest way for a nigga to get in.
No, that's true.
He ain't have to put no work in. All he got to do is exactly what the fuck you just told him to do for him to get in the door. And by the time your feelings is all wrapped up in it, you done. You lost the game. He won. And he cheated.
On top of that.
Yeah. So that's why I said a woman, I guess, in that situation would have to hold herself accountable for.
But men too, though. They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
But
say that.
I'm not speaking on them losers. I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on women.
You're burning me out.
We talk about men. We talk about men all the time. Men. We know that men they be on bullshit. Like that's a known fact.
But women do too,
what you're trying to do is exactly why women don't hold themselves accountable, because you're so worried about the men. No, tell them motherfucking women.
No, I would say
get
it's 50-50. It's all 50-50.
It's absolutely not 50-50.
Yes, it is.
Name 5 women in your life right now that holds themselves accountable real fast. Hurry up.
My mother,
lies.
My 2 sisters, one of my best friends. She's so accountable. She's a Pisces.
No, you lying.
She's a Pisces.
In every way.
And my boss.
In every way.
I have 2 bosses, actually.
Not the fucking boss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the ones you actually know personally.
So I know them personally.
In every way possible, they hold themselves accountable for whatever happens.
Yeah. Not my mom. Sorry, Mom. I don't know. All right. Let me replace her with somebody.
Because I'm going to tell you, every motherfucking woman that I know in my life, none of them hold themselves accountable.
See, but that's what you've experienced in your life.
No, but I'm not even saying in your life personally. I just asked that question because you said that it's 50-50. And I was just trying to prove the point that it's not, because most women will not. Even if they admit one thing, that does not mean that they hold themselves accountable. That mean that one thing wasn't as difficult to admit to. But the real shit that they need to admit to, they won't ever admit to that.
And men won't neither.
They won't.
So it's 50-50.
They won't. But the difference is men get punished whether they admit it or they don't, so they lose regardless.
It is hard on men.
Yeah.
Even with the law, it is.
They lost anyway, so they don't even give a fuck.
Not all men, because I would rather, and I actually have a friend like this, so honest, brutally honest, and he's a person I know will hold himself accountable if he fucked up or not. Because you have men out there that really, 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 really hate liars. Now, women do lie a lot. To me, we are better at lying. So that, what was that? Mm-hmm. Right. So right here. Oh. So it's just 50-50. The phone fucking threw me off, child, where I was about to go with it. But I mean, accountability, tomato. Mm-hmm. Just be honest. Honesty, be honest, a lot of women, yourself. That's how I was going. I would take a man back if he's honest. And a lot of women say this. Just be honest with me so we can figure this solution out. Don't sit there and lie, or don't sit there and blow smoke up my ass. Right. Because you want to keep me. A lot of women that be honest. Let me know that you fucking this bitch. So when she called my phone, I would say, well, did you wear a condom? Like, so the women can have that upper hand. Don't never not have me have the upper hand. I need that upper hand. So you being honest. Listen, I got a problem. I like to go out every Saturday and sit at the park and watch women walk by so I can look at their ass and run. Whatever the thing is. But you can't fault that man for being honest. Right. Right? Mm-hmm. So men who lie, of course they're going to lose because you a fucking liar. You can't turn your back. Your loyalty stays there when a man is honest. To me, my loyalty will always be there. He was honest.
I ain't talking about that. I was talking about the thing you said before that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, men, they lie.
All right, let's play our game.
You ready?
Yeah.
Listen to my phone.
So tell the people what this game is.
So we're doing a Q&A. How many questions should we do?
5.
Okay, we'll do 5 questions. It's kind of like a getting to know us, because we are a mystery. So yeah, we're doing 5 questions. I'm gonna ask the questions on this one, so you're gonna answer, and then I'm gonna answer. Okay. Dang, we text a lot. Why would I even put it in a text? Okay, Jan, you ready for your Q&A?
I think so.
Q&A.
Knowing you, I shouldn't be ready, but okay.
Draws or no draws?
No draws.
Tell me why.
They're unnecessary. I don't know.
I knew you was my best friend. I don't have to answer that one. My kids, let me stop. Listen, my son like walking around the house. I'd be like, yo, you fucking disrespectful. When my man come get us, he is not having this, okay? So it's crazy because my mom, she would tell you, like, certain underwear that you wear, you have to wear a girdle. Whether you're big, small, medium, shapely, unshapely, she's a very girdle person because she feels like it holds you together and it keeps your ass firm.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just a food for thought. Girdles are not bad. I do wear them at work.
I fucked them girdles because I had one that was, I don't even know if that
wasn't a good one.
It wasn't a good one because that shit made me look fat.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
It did the opposite of its job.
Yeah, but draws on that. Do you sleep with underwear?
I don't sleep with anything.
That used to be me until I had kids.
No, but if I do sleep with maybe like shorts, I don't care what I have on my bottoms. I'm never going to have a top on.
Okay, so are you, this is off the grid question. So do you like to wash your sheets fresh and then go take a nice shower and then just like roll in them?
Yep, and I don't like to walk in my room with dirty clothes. I don't like anybody sitting on my bed because that has to be just as clean as my body when I go to the shower.
Because you like to roll in it.
Yep.
I miss those days. Okay. I'm not going to get emotional. Okay. Dang, I want to ask this question, but I can't remember his name.
What?
Who's your celebrity crush?
Okay.
I'm looking my person name up as you.
Okay.
And we gotta put their pictures up on the screen. Who is your celebrity crush? I talk about mine all the time. All my bitches know, so y'all don't even look at them.
So Chris Brown used to be my husband, okay? But I don't feel like I would marry him no more. He could be my boyfriend. But my husband, celebrity crush, I would have to say, do I have one?
So seriously, because you don't.
I want a real husband, not a fantasy.
But what if you at the airport one day and he says, "Hey, Jan, what's up?"
What are the chances?
And you don't have a celebrity crush. You don't look at somebody on the TV and be like, "Dang, I would just, I would like for him to break my back."
No, I might say, damn, he
like
look good, but that's it.
Really?
It's never like, oh my God. I used to be like that about Chris. Christopher used to be my baby. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing about Christopher Maurice Brown. I
never knew that was his last first Chris Brown, but you know his middle name. For you to know his middle name is insane.
That was my baby. Okay. That's a whole nother that situation with him and that motherfucking Rihanna is a whole different topic. We can talk about it another time. But
clearly, I know how you feel because you said to keep your hands to yourself.
That's a lack of accountability right the fuck there, and that just shows
on both ends.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, that's just another black man that's pinned for a motherfucking crime, and ain't nobody asked who hit who first. I feel like in those situations, both of them should have been locked up.
Well, he shouldn't have put a knot on her head. That he took it too far.
Did you see the scratches on him?
It was just fucking scratch. Your cat scratch you every week. Do he got a knot on his head?
He probably could barely walk.
He's gonna call animal control. Okay, so my celebrity crush. So I have two. I'm kind of hoeing.
Ew.
Because when this one don't show me attention, I go to the other one, right? Did you see the lady who got two husbands on Instagram?
No, because I only want one.
Did you see her though?
No, send it to me.
I gotta send it to you. No, that's just too much. But my celebrity crush is Joey Badass. He would. Okay, so I used to DM him and like his stuff. And one time he was reading my my stories, and I was just like, remember I called you and screenshot it. Child,
Joey is fine.
Joey fine.
I like it because he's so laid back and like just he
that
seems like he all around like a thorough
I'm giving up food right now, food for thought. That is my ideal person. His skin, you know how I feel about skin and teeth,
and he's so intelligent. So that makes it so much better.
Joey, I still love you, but y'all cute together. So you can. What's her name?
Soraya.
Him and Soraya cute. So I'm gonna let him have it or whatever. But my husband, man.
That chocolate one. What's his name?
Fucking Trevante. Did y'all see Billie Holiday?
Fuck Billie Holiday.
Did you see him in the movie when he licked her lower back?
Did you see him in one of his first roles?
Yes.
Did you like it?
And Mike Tyson, he did Mike Tyson. Did you know that?
No, fuck that. Until he did Billie Holiday, Moonlight was the only one that sat with me.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
That one though, it was hard for me to watch.
It was so hard to watch.
Yes.
He was fine as shit.
And he had too. Fucking grill, the grill in his mouth, like you know I love grills.
Oh, you're so crazy.
I love you.
What's the next one?
Sorry, that just threw me off. That's how I get about him. But yeah.
What was that, 3?
That was 2 questions. No, that was 2. Yes. Okay. What is your number one turn off in bed?
It's hard to answer.
No, it's not.
It is.
Say it. Just say it. Say it.
A turn off.
While you're getting your groove on, what is your number one turn off that somebody would do?
Lack of experience with your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you that? So you would prefer? Never mind. All right. So my number one turn off is if we're getting it on, we're into it, we're in the groove, and See, that's why I don't like missionary. And if you're on top of me
I know what
and
you're
that
gonna say.
fucking sweat just it hits my body, I'ma just freeze up. Bitch, my coochie gonna get tight. It's just some.
Hey yo.
What is it called? Your sweat glands.
Yes.
Put some baby. Like you gotta do something. Don't sweat on me, okay? It's just so unsanitary. Babe, get my phone, please. They just sweat and spit.
Yeah.
Are you a spitter?
No. No.
Okay.
I don't even know where that shit came from. Whoever started that spitting shit, they nasty.
Tell somebody ghetto.
I'm free, but I ain't that free.
Okay. What is your favorite holiday?
So I don't know. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love the thought of, being around family and cooking, the Christmas movies, the Christmas songs. I love all of that. But nothing, not even my birthday, tops Halloween. I love Halloween. Is that even considered a holiday?
So I have a lot of decorations I just bought. Can you do them for me? I love you so much. Thanks.
I love Halloween.
Because I have them, I just don't know how to put it together.
That shit's so fun.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all the fun activities happen during the month of October. I love October.
That's your favorite season?
June and October are my favorite months of the year.
Okay.
And it's so crazy because my kids are June and October, but they're not the reason that I like either of the months.
That is interesting. Why June?
I feel like once the summer starts, you
like
get the school year is over with. It gives you that time to, make up for whatever you lost out on throughout the school year. On top of the fact it's nice and you're going to look good and have fun. And then October, of course, is Halloween.
Get a little chilly.
Yeah.
It's time to go back into your nest.
Yeah.
I don't know what's my favorite holiday. Let me think. You give spring. I used to,
You give spring, like with your plants and stuff. It seemed like you like.
That's my favorite season.
Yeah.
Spring is definitely, I feel like, is a rebirth from working on yourself. Technically that is the beginning of the new year, April. I'm not gonna talk about that. My favorite holiday. Now that I'm a mom, it even before it's Christmas. Lit.
Christmas is all.
A lot of people like Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving are alright. But the way my family was set up, my other sisters didn't really like to cook like that, so I had to cook. So I wound up helping my mom the most, which I don't mind because that's our bonding time. But bitch, I be tired.
See, Thanksgiving for me, I never I like to eat, but I never get to experience Thanksgiving because my birthday is around Thanksgiving. So it's like my focus at that time is my birthday.
You little saggy.
But Christmas is really the best.
Yeah, Christmas. The smile on everybody's face. They're more humble for some reason.
What I will say is now, during Christmas is harder for me though. Like I love Christmas, but it's hard to deal with because I'm at the point where there's no more buying gifts for the kids.
You just want the money.
Like I'm gonna get my Christmas tree always. But I feel like
do you think a man plays a part in that? Like not having that?
I wouldn't say that is a man technically. Of course, I would love to have a family.
Have that family, yeah.
Yeah, like, I would love that.
That missing piece, of course, it would because you have your kids already. So,
but they're not kids. That's the problem. My kid, I have a about to be 16-year-old and a 13-year-old. There's no more saying, "Oh, Santa he's dropped some presents off."
Yeah, I'm still.
I can't lie no more.
I think my kids know.
They're like, "Mom, why you buy this one?" Like, bro.
Yeah, now they critique what they got because they don't want it.
Mom, just don't buy us nothing. You give us the money. And it's like, damn, what if I wanted to surprise you and say Santa brought it?
Really, Mom?
I don't have that no more. That's why sometimes
I miss magic in Christmas.
Yeah, like I miss so much. I'm telling you, I used to be so extreme with making them believe that Santa really did come in the house and drop them gifts off.
We put it by the tree. Yes, I would just bite it once.
Okay, I would eat
2 of them because there's always 3. So I would eat the first two and then bite the other one and put a little note that says thank you.
No.
God, I was not gonna watch this shit with you.
I be like, yeah, see, Santa fat ass ate all them cookies. They was good. He enjoyed them.
And the cookie cutters, yeah. Put the little icing on it. Yeah, that's
Damn,
me.
those was good times.
We make the gingerbread house. I just love stuff like that.
I think 2 Christmases ago was when I realized that was going to be my last opportunity to enjoy it.
We're gonna change that this year. I don't like that.
Who having a baby?
Bitch, I never said a baby. You know I don't like the B word. Okay. All right, we're going to the next.
All right,
one more. Let me see. What is the first thing you notice about a person, like when you look at them, like your first encounter? What is the first thing?
A physical thing.
Like, what is the first thing you look at?
If I'm being honest, height.
Are you? I thought you would have said a neck. Damn,
No,
I was really testing myself.
The neck thing is for. Wait, all right. So the question was for a person or a man?
Just a person, period.
Oh, a person. I don't give a fuck about people. It's like if I'm looking at my man. All right, I need you to be tall, but I just like your neck and like my other bestie neck. Like y'all got really nice chunky necks, and I love them. I don't know why y'all don't like them, but that's just y'all. Actually, you know what? All my friends got a little chunky neck. I love all y'all neck, but that's not what I want to see on everybody. Like. When I walk up to someone, if I'm talking to a female, if I'm out, I'm not looking at them.
Like you're at a restaurant and somebody walks up to take your order.
I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't be paying people no mind.
I do. I'll be looking. Then I'll be like this under the table. I'm one of them.
Oh, you mean? You be talking shit about people? Horrible.
They deserve it at the end. Excuse me. The first thing I would notice on a person, which is very strange, is their eyes.
That's funny. I was going to say that that's something that people...
Like if they have an eye color, if their eyes is yellow, I'm like, oh, they probably got... Yeah, what's those, like if they have sickle cell...
Liver disorders and stuff.
Liver, yeah, I get into the diagnostic phase off the rip. I do look into
one thing you're consistent with is
going
left at the end of the fucking episode.
If they cross-eyed, if they cockeyed, and looking at me. Let me stop, because my mom, she used to be cross-eyed.
Because I be feeling like I'm cross-eyed sometimes.
If they wear glasses, contacts. Now niggas wear contacts. Child, that is insane.
What, like color contacts? Man, what the fuck what?
Yeah, I look at their eyes first. And that'll tell me, because then I go way into your soul and see if you really ain't shit. Yeah, but that's it. That was fun.
This was a good talk. All right, guys, that is the end of this episode. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, guys, so you don't miss anything. And leave comments, ask questions. Let us know how you're feeling about the episode. And yeah, we'll see you guys again next week. Bye.
Bye.